This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mariota now on second down. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And Walker with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The pitch to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th From the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Javon Hargrave able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Fights through, and now a crease. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on a gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he... And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bud Dupree. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Keep it rolling.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long here for Mariota. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota looking deep for Jennings. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Over the middle here to Brown. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Looking deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Darius Jennings, 51 yards. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. With it is Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they...
He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darius Jennings, 76 yards. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Rodgers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Keeps himself upright. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside.